Hello artists! Today we are going to learn about Lisa Congdon and create art. She is an illustrator and an author who uses bright colors, geometric shapes, and positive messages in her art. Lisa Congdon was born in 1968 and currently lives and works in Portland, Oregon. She married her wife Clay Walsh in 2013. Congdon and Walsh have a dog named Milkshake. Lisa Congdon is known for making beautiful patterns, shapes, colors, and her words. She makes positive messages for all people. Her first picture here says, "Our future depends on you." The center one has two hands with "together." And the third picture shows two hands as the branches and the birds are flying off of them into the sun, and it says, "Be the light." Lisa Congdon uses nature in her art a lot. She uses flowers, sunshine, birds. She even puts different animals like tigers and uses symbols like eyes and sunshine and hearts in a lot of her artwork. Can you find some sunshine, flowers, and eyes in the pictures here? Lisa Congdon also uses words in her art. Can you find the words in the pictures below? Lisa Congdon also uses symbols in her work. She uses geometric shapes a lot. Can you find some geometric shapes in this? Today we are going to create shapes, colors, and lines to equal patterns. We're going to space off our paper by drawing one vertical line and two horizontal lines on the page. Next, we are going to take and draw a different kind of shape or pattern in each of the sections of the paper. Then we will color it in every one of our favorite colors. You can even use motivational words that make you happy and might make others happy when they see your work as well. I can't wait to see what you make. Hello artists, today we are going to use inspiration from Lisa Congdon's quilt pictures to create our own type of quilt picture. So the first thing we're going to do is remember we have different kinds of shapes that are organic and geometric. We're going to take those shapes and different lines and make patterns, and even make patterns using colors so that we can have wonderful art that is beautiful to look at and to learn from. So I made up a pattern where I put a shape, which I made a nature shape, then a pattern. Then I have a pattern, then shapes, but that actually ended up being patterns anyway. Then I have a shape and patterns. This one works as well too. So I had a shape and a pattern, then a pattern, then a shape, then a shape, then a pattern. And then you can color them in with even more patterns using the different colors that repeat each other so that they can be patterns too. So the first thing that you need to do for your project is to make some spaces on your page. So I draw a vertical line going straight down. And then I want to block it off, not right down the center, a little bit higher than the middle, and make a space by making a horizontal line. And then almost at the bottom, so another horizontal line across. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. And in the first one, I'm going to put a shape. So this time I'm going to draw a sunshine. So I'm going to draw a circle and then triangles coming off of the circle. So this is making a shape using geometric shapes, triangles, with another geometric shape, a circle. And I could even make smaller ones and smaller ones. There's my beautiful first shape, the sun. The next one, I can have different patterns. So this time, I'm going to create different patterns using shapes. And I'm going to switch to marker, and I'm going to make some lines going across, 2 lines. And then I'm going to make these triangles that have a flat side. So I'm going to make the flat side and then make a diagonal down. Line up and the diagonal to make my line up. And from this point, go down. This is how to make a triangle. And when you put them together, you can have a whole pattern of triangles too. So there we go. It's actually like the letter N. If I just made an N, and then the middle of an N, and the middle of an N, uppercase N. Very neat. So I'm going to go faster. So all my connected ends. Maybe it goes off the page there. And the line. I can edit that. So if I have a shape, then a pattern, then I go back to a shape over here. And this time I'm going to make just a nice circle. And maybe I'll put a few circles around it. Tinier, tinier. Oh look, they're making it like a pattern too. Can't get away from our patterns. Making even tinier circles. So that's the one with shapes. The next one, I'm going to make a pattern again. And since I made a horizontal pattern, now I'm going to make a vertical pattern. So this time I'm going to make a stripe, and you could do anything you'd like. It doesn't even have to be vertical, but I'm doing stripe and then a wiggle. Stripe and a wiggle. It's up to you how you would like it to be. I'm doing it the way I wanted it to go too. Artists get to have their choices, which is so nice. And then in this one here, since I had a shape and a pattern and a pattern and a shape, back to the shapes. And this time I'm going to make a shape of a different kind of triangle. This one goes two sides down in like an upside down V and then a line across the bottom. And I'm going to make different triangles hanging out on the sides. I don't know why, it looks like a face to me. Maybe if I go like this on the bottom, these triangles, oh my gosh, it looks like teeth. It looks like a little face. And then on the last one, I can make patterns again. So this time I'm going to make patterns that are diagonal because I have them vertical and horizontal. This time I'm going to make diagonal, and they're going to be zigzags. Zigzags. So two zigzags, one straight line. Two zigzags and one straight line. So now that I have all of my pieces together, it's like a coloring sheet, I can decide which colors I'd like to use and color them in to make a wonderful picture that is sort of like a little patchwork quilt. I hope you have a great time and turn them in, take a photo and turn them into Seesaw so I can take a look at what you've made.